Hi, I'm Pastor Mike Toomey from Hope Lutheran Church. While life is returning to some sense of normalcy, the fear of spreading disease is still prevalent. I can still see and smell and hear the anxiety many have. On top of all that, the disease of sin that we all share has revealed itself once more in the sin of racism and our penchant for violence. So how do we live? How do we act in this world with one another? I find truth in John's gospel to answer that important question. When the events that took place in this book occurred, the peoples of the world were at best suspicious of one another, and their love of violence brought much war, death, and suffering. Sound familiar? In such a broken world, Jesus, the Son of God, God incarnate, teaches us something profoundly different. We are to love. And one way we express love is to serve one another. When Jesus had gathered his disciples for the Last Supper, this is what he did. From John's Gospel, it reads like this: Jesus knew that the Father had put all things under his power, and that he had come from God and was returning to God. So he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around him. He, Jesus, humbly washed their feet. Even Judas's feet, the one who would betray him. And he washed Peter's feet, the one who would deny him. Jesus served. For Jesus' humble service, profound love comes with great sacrifice. In his humble service, Jesus would take the nails and be crucified as a criminal. We know that God overcomes the cross and grave and resurrected Jesus from the dead. And God can overcome the sacrifices we make in his name and bring life where there was once death. Our call in a broken, sin-filled world is to love, and to love by serving. So how are you serving one another? Have you spent time at the local homeless shelters, food banks, or your home congregation? There is no limit to where and who we can serve. Jesus said this of his foot washing: "Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet." By his perfect love, we are saved. And in his name, we move forward in humble service. Again, I'm Pastor Mike Toomey. If you're looking for a church home, check out fargohope.org. And let's work with Jesus together and set this world right side up.